You've been picked this year as one of the coolest people.
It's bullshit.
2011.
It's bullshit.
Isn't that what you picked up the guitar for, though?
Yeah, I was only 44 though, so not that
still.
cool, right?
No, well, a little bit.
A little, I'm kind of cool.
It's really. When did you hear it? Actually?
When did I hear that?
Yeah. When did they tell you?
2 weeks ago when it was in the paper, and I said, okay.
Whatever.
They don't know anything about me. I was like, you don't know me.
Yeah.
You don't know how cool I actually am, because I'm actually not at all.
And because I mean, you picked up the guitar at 14, if I'm correct, 5 years ago. When did you start?
How
playing
did you
guitar?
know that? That's weird.
I read it somewhere.
You're kind of freaking me out, man.
Well, when did you?
Yeah, I was 14.
When? Why did you do it then? What happened?
Why then?
Why not earlier, or what made you start playing the guitar?
I always want to play guitar. For some reason, it was like I don't know why it was a rule in my family, but this is the rule. My dad was always like, "Oh, you can't play guitar until you're 14." I don't know why that was, but it was like I always wanted to play guitar, and I was never allowed to. When I was 14, my dad bought me a guitar, so I don't know.
And you started. How did you learn it? Were you good right away?
I was actually pretty good right away. Yeah, I was. It's just a natural or something.
Yeah, you're telling.
Yeah, no, just an asshole. No, I kind of taught myself for a while. I took lessons for a couple months, but mostly taught myself.
And then because Total Babe is your first real band.
Yeah.
When did it start?
I was like 15, so 4 years ago.
And then, because it was this year that you started a lot of other bands. That you just started in 2 weeks. I think in 2 months you started 8 bands or something like that.
A lot of bands. There was tons of bands. Yeah.
Why was it? Why?
Well, I was bored. I was looking for something to do. I mean, I'm still starting bands even though I'm in Howler right now.
But isn't there anything else to do in
Minneapolis?
Minneapolis?
Of course there is. Plenty to do. But I just like music, so I mean, I do what's most fun, and it's most fun to hang out in a basement and play music with random people. If you need a drummer, anyone, I'll.
You can drum as well?
Yeah, I'm looking for a drum gig. I'm sick of this frontman business. You have to do interviews and stuff, and that sucks. I just want to beat the shit out of some drums. So, shout out.
What is happening to all the other bands? Did they stop existing, or do you still do something with them?
With the rest of the band? Oh, the other bands.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were no. Yeah, they're all bad.
What went wrong with all of them?
What went wrong?
Yeah.
Mostly that we were all too good of friends, honestly. It was kind of like starting, groups of your friends and like just fucking around and nothing really coming of it, just because we're friends and just end up drinking a whole bunch together, and that's all.
And is it different with?
Yeah, Howler was kind of started as, it was songs that I specifically wrote. It kind of took seriously or seriously, and I kind of chose members like they were kind of like the best musicians I knew in Minneapolis or in the Minneapolis music scene, and they were really into it. So it was kind of just like, let's make the best band we could possibly make. So.
How did you pick them though? Because they weren't your friends before then.
We were acquaintances. It was like, I was doing Total Babe, and we'd be playing around town, and there's another band called Nice Purse, and 2 of the members were in Nice Purse, and they were like 2 of the best guitar players I'd ever seen. Even to this day, like I think Ian Nygaard, our guitar player, is like the best guitarist I've ever seen ever. It's not like about skills, it's just about like sounds he makes and stuff. But they really kind of like impressed me, kind of like, playing around with them in our separate bands. So it was just kind of like, I would approach him and just be like, hey, I'm writing some songs. I would love you to kind of, bring your own sound to it, or, kind of mess around with me. And he was really into it. And so it was just kind of like, who's the best people I could choose? So.
And how did their bands take it that you were stealing them away from them?
They were fine. It was fine. Because like the lead singer of that band, Jay, is actually our bass player now. Okay. And the thing is, he was jealous because Ian was in Howler now. And he's like, well, I want to be in Howler too. I can play bass. And I was like, can you actually? And he's like, yeah. And he actually is really good at bass. Yeah. So it was just kind of like, we want to be in each other's projects. So we ended up being in each other's projects.
Yeah.